past weekend was New York Comic-Con. Really wanted to go, but I wasn't there. If any of you guys were there, let me know how it was, because I heard it was pretty awesome. Well, at the New York Comic-Con, they premiered the trailer for Hercules, The Legend Begins. This is a movie that when I heard about, I was really, really excited because I love Greek mythology. I think there are so many stories out there that should be made into movies. Obviously, Hercules has definitely been made into movies before, but regardless, I was really excited and I was like, oh my gosh, the trailer came out. So I watched the trailer and I was like, well, check out a tiny little clip.
Where is your strength now, half-god?
To me, this movie just looks like another episode of Spartacus. That's all, it literally looks like an episode of Spartacus, and not to mention, Liam McIntyre, who played Spartacus, is in this movie. I mean, it looks like Gladiator, Spartacus, mixed in with 300, and 300 was a one-of-a-kind movie. It basically set this standard, though, for other medieval fantasy movies to be made like that, and I just don't like that. 300 was its own movie. That doesn't mean take everything from 300 and put it in every single medieval fantasy movie to come. It just really bothers me because there are so many great medieval fantasy mythology stories that could be made into these epic movies, but when you make a movie that's like identical to Spartacus and Gladiator, it's just Hercules, and he finds out he's the son of Zeus and he's just stronger than everyone else. I mean, literally it's the exact same story as everything else. Guy gets taken from the woman he loves, sold into being a gladiator, and has to fight for his life, and then save the girl he loves if she's still alive, and then beat everyone else. I mean, he's the son of Zeus. There is a weird dryer making noises above. Stop doing laundry! I understand where they're going with this movie. They obviously want that like action and like darkness. I mean, I just don't understand why all the medieval fantasy movies have to be so stylized in this way. Immortals, Clash of the Titans, this new Hercules movie, they all look the same. It's the exact same storyline where a guy has to figure out who he is on the inside and then go and kill a bunch of people. Like, I get it. If I had my way, I would want them to make all the classic mythology stories in the style that Game of Thrones is. Because I am just so sick of the over CGI'd, fake looking, I'm a dude and I'm gonna go kill a bunch of guys and then that's the end of the movie and there's no real like story or arc or anything. I mean, haven't seen Hercules yet. I'm just a little frustrated because I was so excited to see Hercules and like, I love Hercules, I love the story of Hercules, and it just looks like everything else, which is kind of disappointing. Not to mention this new Hercules movie is made by the people who make The Expendables. So, what does that kind of say? We need people to make good medieval fantasy movies. How hard is that? We can't live our lives just liking Game of Thrones and the Hobbit movies. I mean, come on. Somebody needs to step up, make a good medieval fantasy movie with a good story. It really isn't that hard. It really isn't that hard. I'm so sick of all the CGI in these type of movies. It just really frustrates me. Regardless of all that, I will probably still go see Hercules just because I'm praying it proves me wrong. I pray that it'll just be good and have a good story to go along with all the fake CGI and usual things that you see in these type of movies. I posted a link to the trailer below. Go check it out. Tell me what you think. Why do all these movies have to look the same? Why? Can't we just have a good medieval fantasy movie that's like a little bit different than slow motion fighting and all the CGI? Is it really too much to ask? Let me know in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay. Alright.
It's okay, guys. I got this.